My name is Coen Cuijpers, and what brought me to Rome is a run for positivity. A run for positivity means that I do little things for people on the road, so they can send in like little requests, like what makes them happy, and then I perform that on the road. And then I will share it with the world to make people more conscious about little things and happiness. Those are the things that are the acts of joy, yes. Well, I share the acts of joy through a website called movetheearth.run. And then I also share them on different social channels. So that more people can see it and share it and spread the message. I think my followers on social media, I don't really know the exact numbers, but my followers on social media are like 200 on Facebook, and like 300 on Instagram maybe. So it's still pretty small, and for me it would be nice if it would be much bigger, of course. Well, my run for positivity, it started with two Belgian people that run from like Alaska to Patagonia, which is like 25,000 kilometers. And they told the story, and it was, it just hit me, like it triggered something in me, like I want to do that as well. And then I kind of like, okay, I want to run from north to south, and I want to do something good. And then I came back to the depression I had like a few years ago. I had some friends that like did little things for me, like taking a walk with me or making some music or just making me feel that I was actually worth something. And that got me out of the depression. So this run is also for giving something back to society, to also help other people see these little things. So those are kind of the two triggers that I combined to make this project. The way the project is gonna develop, I don't really know. I don't really plan it, but the only thing I have is the things I encounter on the journey. I've met some people that are interested in basic income, social projects, things like the WISE project also. So I got lots of little ideas where I can get involved. So that's where the project can like jump in maybe, or run into. But the thing is, I basically didn't plan a long-term strategy. I want to leave it open until I reach, at least I reach Sicily. The way I plan my route is the inspiration was from north to south. So Alaska, Patagonia, I basically translated that to North-South Europe. And so I wanted to run to Italy and to Palermo in particular, because in Palermo there's a lot of like negativity around refugees, boats coming from Africa crossing to Italy. And I feel like that is the city where it's most needed, at least. Yeah, that's the city where it's most needed. So that's why I chose Palermo. And yeah, the way and also Italy. I was never in Italy before, so it's so special to me in some way. So that's really just a thing for myself. I wanted to know what Italy all is about. Uh, yeah. So those are the reasons that I planned the route this way. And the way I technically prepared is I basically did 6 marathons in 6 days in the south of the Netherlands, and that went like pretty okay. So I thought, okay, this is good. I can do this. For the rest, I did a lot of, well, some research, like how am I gonna walk, gonna run, am I gonna run through roads or to trails, or, but not that much, just the basics. So that was I think that was basically my preparation, because I actually wanted it to be an adventure, like an exploration. So I didn't want to plan out that many things. I just wanted to leave it open so I could more easily adjust. And when I look back at that, that's one of the greatest decisions I've made. I would like to have people run with me, and yeah, we also share all the things that happen on the road. So yeah, I would like to make a call out, like, please, just if you want to run, just there are ways to contact me, and then I can then we can find a way to run together, because that's really a beautiful thing, I think. One of the positive things that happened was in Atzenberg, which is a really tiny place I think it's in Austria, where I asked for water, and I got back a dinner and a place to sleep, and lots of children and family. And later I pushed the children on these child bikes. I pushed them up and down the hill, like, because I'm a runner. I did that like 10 times, and they were like, yes, I'm in a roller coaster. So that was such a positive act of joy, and it was so special because nothing was planned. It was so unexpected. It came out of the blue, and that was a really positive thing. And if I would go to the negative thing, then would probably be the mountains, because I ran in the mountains, like the Gavleispitz, which is apparently a mountain you cannot really run on. I also experienced that. But in the end, I fell down and I got injured. So there was a lot of danger and negativity. But in the end, I found 2 people camping on the top of the mountain who brought me to a place where I could recover. So eventually all this negative thing turned into something positive again. But those are just 2 stories I had on the road. Okay, so my personal exploration for this project has many things, but for instance, like I discovered that I can, with my mind, I can do a lot more than my body thinks I can do. So that was kind of like crossing limits, crossing borders constantly. And that was like, okay, I can actually do this, and that was a really nice feeling. And I also noticed that I really like discovering all these little things, like people making music on the road, or just sharing a free espresso. And I also noticed at one point that I really want to share it out more with more people, because when I was alone all the time, yeah, that was basically a bit of a, I would call it a downside, that I'm like constantly alone. I constantly have to create my own ideas and be inventive, and I can do that. But I felt like, well, sharing it more with other people, the things that I experienced. And so I did that more and more while the journey continued. And I mean, yeah, now I'm here. I think this project can be very much an inspiration. In fact, the Run project also already inspired a lot of people around me, a lot of friends to well, to do more out in the open and to explore more and see the little things a little more. I even got lots of personal messages, and that's overwhelming, but that's why I also do it. And the way it kind of blends in society, which is for me a really important thing, is that it can give a kind of a shift to a more community-based society. So more sharing, more creativity. So more from the human itself, so from well-being, and less from money and wealth and reaching out to some kind of success level. So on the way, I found out that this project can be some kind of contribution to that, together with other projects. And that is, for me, that is already something worth spreading. Yeah. There is a slogan, "Run to spread sparkles," but no one really understands it. So that's a really bad slogan, I think. But I think if there is a slogan or a thing that matters, it's like just step out of the rat race and look a little bit around you. I mean, my journey, I always hear from other people, your journey doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to feel good.